questionable deaths. There's a lot of hype in this world, Ben. Surprised I have to point that out to you. Well, it's all right. Now you know better. So, when do I get to meet Lori and your son?
Tonight.
Tonight's out. I've got a commitment at the country club.
Tomorrow night.
Maybe. I might be out of town, though. A friend's calling tonight with the skiing conditions in Aspen. Now, if they're good, I'm off for a few days.
All right, wait, I'll tell you what. I'll give you my number. If you can make it, fine. If you can't, just call me when you get back and we'll set something up. There you go.
Actually, this thing at the country club could be taken care of some other time. Time you want me at your place.
Oh, all right. Good. 6:30.
It sounds reasonable. Well, I should be going. I've got a facelift schedule in a couple of hours. It's good seeing you again.
Boy, it has been good. I'm really looking forward to having you around. You're just exactly what I need right now.
I agree.
Yeah. I'll see you tonight.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
I have a right to see that file. I am his wife.
Well, legally, that doesn't change a thing.
And what about morally? Don't you have a moral obligation to let me know the extent of my husband's problem?
Moral choices here were yours, Courtney. You knew there was a possibility that what Peter said was true. You chose to ignore it. You have no right to compromise my ethics to cover your mistakes.
Well, now that sounds a lot like a confirmation to me, Doctor. Unfortunately, I need a little bit more. And as for the choice that I made, well, choice is your word, not mine. There were no choices involved.
Do you expect me to believe that?
Yes, I do. How dare you stand there and tell me what I was facing? Do you really think that someone would have done what I did if it wasn't absolutely necessary? Do you really think that I have so little regard for myself that I'd knowingly walk into a lifetime of unhappiness without first checking every avenue of escape? Oh, your smugness is a little too incredible to be believed. Well, I can see that my coming here was a waste of time, if you'll excuse me.
Now, just hold it, young lady. You don't unload on me and just walk out.
And why not? You're certainly not offering me any...
What I'm offering may be not what you came for, but what you came for is unfair. Now, I'm sorry I doubted you. And I'm sorry that you're hurting so deeply.
You can't do anything about it, right? Do you believe that marriage is sacred?
Yes, of course I do.
So do I. I believe that it is a vow that has to be based on truth. Knowing full well what was ahead of us, I made that promise to Vaughn in good faith. Although he did not pronounce his with any conviction, I believe there was a sacredness to his saying the words out loud. I want my marriage to work. Unfortunately, I think it'll be a little difficult to do by myself. If Vaughn has a problem, I've got to know about it.
Look, bring Vaughn in this afternoon. Give him one more chance. If he refuses, I'll tell you everything.
When I left this morning, you said that you loved me. Did you mean it?
Of course I do, Courtney. You should know that.
No, I don't know that. At least not by your actions. But I want to give you a chance to change that. Dr. Phillips would like to see the both of us at the Chesterfield clinic this afternoon.
No.
You realize what your refusal is saying to me?
Yes, it's saying that it's none of his business, Courtney, and I won't be intimidated by him.
It's a full confession of my suspicions. And if you're not there, you will regret it.
Is this really necessary, Courtney?
In other words, you won't go to the clinic. And in that case, Vaughn, it must be true that you can't have children. And our marriage is a sham.
It would seem you've already made up your mind.
No, I haven't made up my mind. But I'm determined to find the truth.
Courtney, I told you the truth. I need a little more time. With time, my troubles can be worked out. A little more time and understanding from you.
Fine. That's all I want to hear. But from Dr. Phillips.
Have you any idea how painful this is for me?
For you? What about me? Vaughn, you knew I pushed up our wedding so that we could start a family. Now, when I told you that, you seemed awfully happy about it.
And I was.
So you're telling me that the problem started after that?
No. Courtney, I told you about this problem. You knew. I did tell you the truth.
Then I want to go with you to the clinic to find out what can be done.
Maybe we should just stop by and pick up Peter Davidson on... Hello, Charles.
Well, hello, you two. Isn't it kind of early in the morning for a serious conversation? What seems to be the problem?
What makes you think there's a problem?
Well, when I just came in, I heard Peter Davidson's name mentioned, and if he's involved, it's probably trouble.
Well, it's nothing that we can't work out. Isn't that right, Courtney? Courtney?
Yes. Really, Uncle Charles, Peter has nothing to do with this.
Well, if you'll just tell me what the problem is, I'd really like to help.
I don't think you can.
Yes, Courtney's absolutely right, Charles. I mean, after all, it is our problem. We'll take care of it. Now, if you don't mind...
As a matter of fact, I do mind. I would remind you this is my house, and no one, especially you, tells me when to leave. Now, because I have a rather abiding concern for your marital well-being, I want to know what the problem is.
Wait a minute now. Run that by me again. Everything is set.
Yeah, Jean called me this morning at the clinic. Carla has agreed to play the princess, and Leon Marshall is going to impersonate as her bodyguard.
I hope that Lance goes for it.
Well, why wouldn't he? He doesn't know what Princess Yolanda looks like.
You sure about that? You know, I worked with Lance. I know what he's like. If he thinks this is a trap, there's going to be a whole lot of trouble.
Well, John said he was going to have a lot of undercover people in and around the King's Arms Hotel. Just in
King's
case.
Arms? The King's Arms restaurant?
Yes, the hotel.
I can't believe that Lance would agree to meet in a public place like that. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, as Jean explained, Lance probably thinks that the princess will feel safe because they're out in the open. I mean, no gunplay or anything. And she certainly wouldn't call in the police.
No, but Lance is wanted. I mean, he knows he's going to be taking a chance.
Maybe Lance isn't quite as worried as you may think. I mean, after all, Jeremy lives in Kingsley now. He's eaten dinner at the King's Arms several times.
Well, that could be Terry. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Like, what if Lance does find out this is a setup and decides to take Carla with him to get away?
I never thought of that. Look, maybe we should call this whole thing...
No. I'm not saying that we should drop it. Nobody wants Lance caught more than I do. It's just that, man, you know, I thought we'd have a little more time on this thing. I didn't think that it was going to be happening tonight.
No, Lance set up the time. We had no other choice.
Oh, well, so then I guess it's tonight then.
I will be so happy when this is all over.
Yeah, we all will be.
Excuse me.
Listen, Dave, I'm gonna split. I'm gonna head over and see John just to see what's going on with this.
All right.
Dave, excuse me. It's Lucille from the clinic. It's about Mrs. Cantrell.
Oh, thank you. If you don't mind, I'll take it inside.
Okay.
Well, Terry, I was just telling Dave, I'm going to head on out and get myself to the police station and see John.
Well, after lunch, I hope.
No, I'm afraid right now. I hope you don't mind. I'll see you later.
Russ?
Hey, Pete, how you doing?
Well, it could be better for me. Aren't you staying for lunch?
No, I was just on my way out, as a matter of fact.
Oh. Well.
Listen, I'll be in touch, okay?
Okay, and I'm going to be praying that everything goes well tonight.
Hey, good idea. Listen, say goodbye to Dave for me, too.
Okay.
See you later, man.
All right.
Bye,
Take it
Russ.
easy.
Dave,
Yeah, Dave's joining us for lunch.
you're having lunch with me.
Peter,
Doctor,
are you joining us for lunch?
I have to do a paper on Steinbeck.
I'm sorry for that.
Oh, that's all right, Terry. Under the same circumstances, I'd probably behave the same way.
I just wish that he could get over this pain and this hurt.
Well, in time.
Yeah, but until then, he's going to continue to feel the pain of loving Courtney.
Well, it's something that we all have to go through when we lose somebody we love. I went through it with Kate. You did with Scott. It just takes time.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks for reminding me. It does take time. I just hope for Peter it doesn't take too long.
Really, Uncle Charles, I think that Vaughn and I should work out our problems by ourselves.
Well, frankly, you don't seem to have done a very successful job. Now, I don't know what's going on here, but I do know that something's been gnawing at you even before you were married.
And what makes you think you can help?
I'd like to try.
I find it difficult to believe that you could help us with anything, Charles, let alone this problem.
Courtney, I really would like to help if I can.
I know.
Charles, really, what makes you think you can help anyone with anything? I'm hard-pressed to find you versed in anything, much less marital problems. What could an old fossil like yourself possibly offer us?
I'm going to warn you again, Vaughn. No one talks to me that way in my house.
Is the courtesy of privacy really that much to ask, Charles? We were in the middle of a very serious conversation.
Is that what you want to, Courtney? I certainly intend to find out what's going on here. But, Mr. Sumner, I am going to make you regret every insult you paid me today. Every single one of them.
All right. Now that he's gone, I want your answer. Are we going to the clinic or aren't we?
What bother?
Oh. What are you saying?
I'm saying that there's no need to go see Dr. Phillips.
It's true.
Yes.
Let me understand this. You're sterile and impotent?
Yes.
Yeah, we booked him last night on a 217. Right. Okay, I'll see you. Bye. Russ, what can I do for you?
Well, I've come seeking a little information.
Oh, really? What kind of information?
About what's going down tonight at the King's Arms.
Did Gene tell you?
No, Dave and Terry.
Well, I hope I didn't tell anybody.